Dr. Ben Carson, former secretary in the Trump administration, joins us live. Dr. Carson, thanks for being with us here on the Hill. Appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So Donald Trump said today that the issue with Joe Biden is not his age, it is his competence. You are a neurosurgeon, as you know. You know a thing or two about the human brain. Do you agree with Donald Trump there that it's an issue not about the age of Joe Biden, rather his competence?
There are a lot of people who are much older than Joe Biden who are perfectly cognizant of what's going on, expressing themselves well and leading normal lives. You have to ask yourself the question, if you were a patient, you're about to have surgery, and somebody like Joe Biden showed up, would you go undergo that surgery? Would you get on an airplane if somebody like him showed up as a pilot? Would you let somebody like that drive the school bus your kid was on? Of course you wouldn't. And yet we want to give him the most responsible position in the world. The really sad part of that is not only did we see this in the United States, but the rest of the world saw it too. They know that we're a rudderless ship, no leadership whatsoever. That's going to cause some of our adversaries to be more adventurous. And that could really result in a catastrophic situation. Those who are keeping Joe Biden as their leader and presenting him as the leader for our country are putting at risk all of us.
Let me ask you a couple policy points here, Dr. Carson. Abortion. The former President Donald Trump was asked about it last night. He said this. I'll get your reaction on the other side.
What I did is I put 3 great Supreme Court justices on the court, and they happened to vote in favor of killing Roe v. Wade and moving it back to the states. I believe in the exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. I think it's very important.
He seemed to hedge there with his appointments of the Supreme Court justices. They just happened to vote in favor of killing Roe v. Wade. He's against a national abortion ban. He's for exceptions, rape, incest, and the life of the mother. Did he let you down there with that answer, Dr. Carson?
I think he is playing the middle of the road there, and I think he's also doing what should be done. You know, the Constitution was designed in such a way that the people would be the ones that make the major decisions. And you want to put it closer to the people, you put it at the state level where the people have access to their legislators. So having a few men in robes make major decisions for the entire population, I don't think was what was the original design. The good thing is, whether you believe in life at 6 weeks, 15 weeks, or conception, you're still all under the same umbrella of pro-life, moving toward a situation where we have a society that honors human life.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.